Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one today. So as you can see behind me, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Railen, kind of what its competitors are, and basically just do a very slim overview of everything. We already saw the behind the ships 4-star citizen about the Railen. It is coming, I believe, for sale for Alien Week on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So I just wanted to just do a little comparison video and see what you guys thought about it and get you guys' opinions on it. So maybe I can give you a suggestion, or maybe, you might get something for me that may change my mind about certain decisions. So let's go ahead and get into it and kind of talk about it. So as you guys can see behind me, I have a Drake Caterpillar OG, a Hull B, new kid on the block, the Railen, which is the new shiny, and of course the reliable Hercules C2. Now, I put it in this order, so actually, let me go ahead and change, because actually it should be this way, because it's going from smallest to most. All right, so for the Hull B, we got 512 SCU of cargo. I have a Hull B. I actually really love this ship. It's a good solo ship. It is a 1 to 2 person ship. It has 2 tractor beams, one on either side towards the rear right over here, and one over here on this side. This is the expanded, how it looks when it's expanded out, but it does shrink to a smaller version. So I'm gonna actually, let's see, put that, here, just so we can see it. Hull B, just a regular one. So let's put that actually right here. So that's what it looks like when it is in its small state, which really, when you compare it to the size of any of these other ships, like, and these are all to scale, so look how much smaller when the Hull B is collapsed, or whether it's, I don't know how you would say, retracted in, whatever, how much smaller of a footprint it is. Like, look how big that is compared to the Caterpillar, to the Railen. Now the Railen may not be exactly to scale as of right now. This is the old concept picture, so this is back when the cargo was like 340 or something like that. So the Railen might actually be bigger, so I'm not sure yet. Like I said, we'll find out soon. But just even that, again, smaller print, and definitely smaller print, so when this Hull B was really cool because it has such a small footprint. It can go a lot of places, fit a lot of places that these other ships probably would have a hard time with. That is its claim to fame, that it is compact. That's the word I'm looking for, compact. So, but when it is expanded, it has a 512 SCU of cargo, and like I said, it does have a living area in it. It's for 2 people. It's a cool ship. I mean, all of MISC ships really have a really simple but comfortable interior for their ship, for the pilot. If there's 2-seaters for the pilot and the co-pilot, or whoever. Even like the Star Lancer series they have a pool table in there. It always just has a very comfortable setup for its crew. So I really dig it. It's very clean, nothing too extra, nothing over the top. It's very great. So the Hull B is a very solid choice. Like I said, I have this, I've been using it, but as you guys heard me say in a few other videos, that depending on what the Railen was going to be like, I would end up upgrading from the Hull B to the Railen, and I will get more into that discussion in a little bit after I kind of go over everything else. So now we have the OG, the Caterpillar, 576 SCU of cargo. This one is old as time itself, and if anyone's ever used this, it hauls a lot. It was one of the bigger haulers for a long time, but anyone who's ever flown this thing knows that it is a pain in the rear to load. Unless you're doing auto loading, this thing sucks when it comes to loading. But again, it's a tough ship on top of that. I mean, I've gone up trying to take down this ship for high risk targets, for bounties, these days are no slouch. They take a hit, they take a pounding. So that's one of its benefits. Like I said, it's a really big ship, but it is a boat. It turns like a boat, flies like a boat. It's very, very, long. It's just, it's utilitarian. That's just like Drake. It does what it's supposed to do. It hauls cargo. Not fancy whatsoever. Barely has any insulation on the inside. Like, it's just, you slap the cargo in there, you get in it, you fly away. Now it's new, upgraded, or whatever you want to call it, portion of it now is because they have the command module now. So the Caterpillar not only is the Caterpillar, but it also has a command module, so you can actually use this for doing like other side missions and stuff, using the command module to go somewhere, or use the tractor beam for loading in space. I mean, there's a lot of, so it has a little bit more function to it now, which is pretty cool. But again, it really, in my opinion, it does need a rework, because the loading for this thing is absolutely atrocious. But I digress. It's a 1 to 4 person ship. It's, like I said, it's a Drake Caterpillar. It's nothing more to be said. But its new cool factor is that it has the command module now, so you actually kind of essentially have 2 ships in a way. So 576 SU, that's the second biggest. All right, now we're getting into the really good stuff. The Gatac Railen, which is the new kid on the block, dropping this coming week. It has 640 SU, up from 340 SU prior in its concept. This is a 1 to 4 person ship. This ship, if you watch the video, has down here on these 2 bottom wings has tractor beams. So there's going to be 2 seats in the cockpit, and they control the tractor beams from either side. Super great. And then let me go ahead and see if I can switch this up a little bit. Oh, sorry, so let's do a side view. Bam. All right, so this was, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let me get over here. Boop. So this was a big portion of why people love the shipping concept. These triangle pods just kind of gave it just a very different look. I mean, the Railen's already a sleek ship anyways, right? But this triangle pod situation. So if you looked on the video, the inside, not inside, but the shit behind the ships for Star Citizen, they tried to keep that by creating, now, because this is still external cargo, so along here on this backside, it's all like magnet plating for cargo magnet plating. So you just put the cargo on there like any exterior, like the Hull B, and it all goes on the outside. But the cool part is that they kept the triangle theme a little bit. So the triangles are a deployable armor that will go over the cargo. So basically, it's kind of like external cargo plus, because not only do you get external cargo, which is an ease and a breeze to just magnet lock it and just keep it pushing, from the outside, super cool. But now you also get armor on top of that. So you get kind of the benefits. It's like a hybrid of what you would get from an internal cargo like this, or like the ironclad, but you get the ease of loading like the Hull A and the Hull B. Like, it's super, super cool. I mean, like, they did a good job by bringing that to the Gatac Railen. So the Gatac Railen now is, again, the new kid on the block. It's super cool. The upside to it, not only did it get more SCU boxes, but the pilot has 4 controlled weapons, 4 hard points. Now, I've kind of heard different stories, but I think they're going to be 4 size 4s, which is awesome. This is going to be one of the coolest cargo ships ever, in my opinion. Really is. And it's Gatac. And if any of you have flown the Railen, and what Gatac is known for, or most alien ships, are known for to be very maneuverable. And we saw a little bit in that behind the ships video. So Gatac Railen 640, 4 pilot control hard points, still has looks like 2 size 4s per side for the man turrets on either side, and it just looks amazing. So I already made the decision. I'm going to trade my Hull B for it, just because I've always wanted the Railen from the minute I started playing Star Citizen, and it was a concept ship. I wanted this ship. I knew I wanted it. As Star Citizen evolves by changing the standards of what ships should have, i.e. including pilot control weapons, like, you know, they went through this phase where, like, the Raft, for instance, the Raft had no weapons for the pilot, and then they gave the remote turret to the pilot when there's nobody else there, which it should. You know, as a pilot, you should have something to defend yourself. Even if it's something small, you still need something. You know, the Hull B, I do believe, has 2 size 3s or something. It's something small. They're not meant for doing anything but distracting and at least, you know, and running away. The Caterpillar, I do believe, has size 3s for the pilot, and I believe the Hercules the C2 has 2 size 5s, unless they've changed that when they were doing that whole rework of what pilots can control when they're by themselves. So the Railen is getting basically up to the standard of what ships are for players. So I'm super excited about that. So 4 size 4s, external cargo with adaptive armor plating for the cargo. It's a win. Can't go wrong. So then we come to the Hercules C2, biggest bird on the block in that range. 696 SCU of cargo. This ship is a huge ship. It's a behemoth. Anyone's ever flown this thing, it's big, but it's got so much space. I've seen people, you know, put like a golem in it, put I think the Salvation fits in it, and running operations out of this thing. This is a really cool ship, and it's a tank. I've seen this one ship take on a couple of pirates and just do them dirty in this ship. It was wild. And with the whole armor change, like, you know, some little fighter is not, you know, with stock weapons isn't gonna bother this thing. So it's a cool ship. However, it has 2 huge doors that has to open in order to get the cargo in. Again, it's external cargo. It's great. I'm sorry, internal cargo. It's great. It's protected. It's all good. But that's a lot of work. You know, I mean, some people love it. It definitely is a lot safer than external cargo for sure. But I really do love the Hull B because it's external. I go anywhere, I get a tractor rifle and just zip, 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 put that on there and just bounce. It's great. You know, so the Hercules, it's never been one of my favorites, but it definitely is a beast of a ship. So considering those factors, what do you guys like? Do you guys currently have any of the favorites that are up here that you do cargo hauling with? And we're talking just purely cargo hauling. Like I said, I love my Hull B, but it's definitely going bye-bye. Just the interior alone for the Railen is so I love aesthetics, right? So just the whole environment of the Railen, you know, even in my Sulin, I just love the natural material that they use inside, and the Railen takes it to like a whole nother level. It's amazing how pretty it is. Like, I love that whole natural vibe. So you have, you know, 4 different manufacturers. Hull B, MISC. It is it's comfortable. This does what it's supposed to do, right? Offer some comfort, you know, but you can't beat it. You know what you're getting when you see MISC. You know what MISC is. Drake Caterpillar. it gets the job done. It's not, it doesn't have any all the fancy bells and whistles. It's like that car you get that still has roll down windows. It's the most basic thing you can get, but it does the job. Period. Crusader. Crusader is, it builds tough ships, and they do a lot of heavy lifting, and they do really good work. Crusader ships are great. They're more military based, if I'm not mistaken, but it's still a great manufacturer. And then of course, you know, you have Alien, Gatac, with in the mix with the in this mid-range whole cargo hauling stuff, and it's gorgeous from what it looks like. I am beyond excited for this ship. So that's all I got today, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to compare and let you guys see in this little mid tier range what you're getting yourselves into if you're looking into getting into hauling. The Hull B, from personal experience, is a fabulous choice. I have it. I love the ship. I love the fact that it goes from this to that. You know, it doesn't have to always be out. Once you're done hauling cargo, shorten that joint up. I think it's great. I love what they did, you know, when it came to making this ship. Gorgeous. Now, if you're an OG, like an old timer, you still want to rock with this thing. Now you got the command module for the Caterpillar. You can do a lot more exploration. You can do hauling, but you know, if your ship gets disabled or jacked up, you can separate and pop out. You know, there's a lot of benefits to having, you know, the main ship and having the command module, you know, to assist, or if you have to bug out, or if you don't want to take the whole thing down, you want to just go and scout out what's ahead. Bam, you don't have to take the whole ship. You don't have to risk all your cargo for that. Drop it off somewhere in the Halo, take that, go to the plant nearby, check it out, see everything's Gucci. If it's not, go back, hook up, go somewhere else. That's cool. It's cool factor. Same thing with the Ironclad, is they have that command module. It's cool factor. You know, the Hercules, tried and true. This thing is moved so much cargo for a lot of players in the last few patches. You know, once it's come out, like people were using it like it was going out of style for hauling. I know they have. You know, this is old reliable right here. You know, 696 SU of cargo, hardcore. You know, you can't get better than that. And then of course, like I said, you have now the new kid on the block. And of course, once I get it, I of course do my own little review of it. So what are you guys picking, huh? You picking the Hull B, the YN of the group, you know, because this is the youngest one. The OG Caterpillar, you know, that's a pain to load, but it'll get the job done. Once the cargo's in, good luck stopping this thing. You know, it's pretty hardcore. The new kid on the block, you know, the Railen. How y'all feel about Alien? My Orc-Bait Heteron despises Alien, despises it, but yet he can kick rocks. He's missing out. This thing is awesome. And then of course, if you really, you know, are a true cargo hauler, you've definitely used this C2. So which one are you guys choosing? Let me know down in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear your opinions. If there's a ship that is in the realm that I've missed, please let me know. Please let me know. But I think for this, we're talking mid-range, right? If we're talking larger, then we're talking like Hull C. Hull C. We're talking both ironclads. That's it. But we're talking about this mid area, this mid section for hauling. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But as always, it's your boy Raptor Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.